Hello, welcome to today, which is day 17 of the 64 Million Artists January Challenge. And today it's called An Important Date. And we've been asked to create a grid and put numbers in it, join the numbers up, and basically create a nice abstract piece of work that we can then colour in. So I've had a look online to try and find some artists who may be using numbers in their art. And I came up with this artist. His name is Michael Soltis. This is an image that was taken from his Instagram feed or his webpage, one of the two. And you can see there's numbers, there's lines, there's even letters, but there's a nice sort of composition to the work. Let's have a look at an image a little bit closer. I chose this one because it has got numbers and letters in it, but it's also got it has a nice background and lettering, and I like this. There's some letters back to front as well, which is the sort of technique that I use. So let's have a look at the drawing board and see what equipment we're going to be using today. So I've got my materials, I've got my Mod Podge glue, I've got my glue stick, I've got some newspaper clippings and some numbers that I've cut out already. I've got some ink, my scissors, which I use to cut the things out. I've got a pen and some tissue paper, which I'll show you what I'm going to do with later. It's a technique I've talked about in previous videos, but today I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it. So let's get started. I'm going to clear the... So I've drawn an 8" by 8" square on my sketchbook page, and I'm now going to take my ruler and just create a sort of a grid, I suppose, of lines. So let's sort of put those in. I'm also going to put the edges in properly so that we can see the edge of the piece of work. I will overlap the pieces of paper so that makes it a tad more interesting. So that's that bit done. I think I am going to put one more line in across there. There we go, like so. So I've got a piece of a grid to work with. I'm going to start putting in some letters now. I'm just placing them at the moment just to kind of work out what I might want to kind of achieve. I've got this number 113 down there. I've got a T that I'm going to put here. I've got some numbers which I'm going to, I think, overlap like so. I've got the letter Y that I might put in that way. Some of the work was, the letters were different really. I've also got some TV listings which have I've got numbers in them for the times, so I'm going to run that one through there like so, and I'm going to put another one, I'm going to overlap it there, I think, maybe that way round on that line there. Got another letter there. Something's not right down in this corner. Maybe what I'll do, because I did cut up the word glory, which I can't pick up. I may pick that. I'm going to put that way, I think. Just down in that corner. Maybe it's too... I've got this number 5 as well that I want to kind of use. Sometimes getting the balance right in these things, it just doesn't look quite right, and you're just wondering what it is. And I think as soon as you put down a piece of paper, it suddenly works. I'm going to do that there, and I want something now here. I might put that word over there actually, just have a little bit of space. A little bit of space in there that I want to do something with. I'll put another piece of paper in there. I've got something that looks quite nice now. I'm going to use some tissue paper now over the top and underneath these pieces of paper to try and lift the image. So let's see how that looks like. Right, so I'm going to use a piece of blue tissue paper to start off with, and I like overlapping tissue paper over text. It has a kind of a wonderful quality to the text. It will really, I kind of want to put something across there as well, maybe the green. Well, this is gold, I think it's green. Let's try we go for green. So I'm going to put some green on now as well, overlapping the colours. I think I might bring that to the top. That kind of looks quite nice there. I'll bring the number to the top. Probably do the same with the 4. Got my number 5 as well, which I quite like, so I might put that in the mix somewhere. Quite like that up there, I don't know why. And when we stick this down, you'll see that the text shows through this tissue paper and just really makes a really nice effect. I think that's probably enough tissue paper. I don't know, I might change my mind. I might put a bit, I've got some white here actually. I might put a piece of white just across this bottom piece. So just for an added piece of, I'm not cutting this exact, I'm just sort of adding it as I feel is necessary, and I'll put that over there like that. Maybe that would work. So I've placed some materials down on my paper. I'm now going to start gluing down, and I may change the order in which things appear. It will just be a bit of touchy-feely. How you feel is with abstract art, it's about colour, it's about shape, it's about form, but it's also a lot about how you feel about the work and how you place it down. So let's give it a go and see where we end up. So I've stuck all my bits and pieces down. I'm feeling it's okay. It needs something else. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting in some black lines now, just to beef up the image a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do next. Use some ink and some black line. So I think that's enough for today. I might go back and look at this piece of work and maybe add some gesso over the top of it and then draw over it again. But I think I've kind of got something that works for me. Have a go yourself, see how you get on. Put numbers in collage on a piece of paper. Give it a go. It's liberating. I didn't have any expectations, and actually what I've got I feel quite confident with. I quite like what I've produced. See you again tomorrow.